Have you ever wondered why chronic diseases are on the rise, affecting 60% of American adults and 40% of school-aged children? The answer Aaron Hartman will share with you may surprise you. Aaron is a triple board-certified physician and founder of Richmond Integrative and Functional Medicine, with over 100,000 patient encounters across 7 countries and 4 continents. Aaron has dedicated his career to understanding the key factors that impact people's health. Through his extensive clinical expertise and personal experience with his daughter and his health challenges, Aaron has uncovered a startling link between chronic disease and something we all encounter every day. His unique perspective has led him to discover a hidden key to self-healing and self-repair. In today's talk, Aaron will share the secrets he has discovered in his clinic and used to help thousands of individuals change their health trajectory. He will reveal the surprising truth about what's making you sick and how you can eliminate 80% of all chronic diseases currently plaguing our country. Aaron will take you on a journey to uncover the path to optimal health and well-being. Aaron's title is The Single Most Powerful Change You Can Make Today to Transform Your Health. Please help me welcome Aaron Hartman.
Today I'm going to share with you what I've discovered in my clinic and used to help multiple people overcome health challenges. This is a key thing that will help you with your health. The problem today is most of us are sick in our country. 60% of adults have at least one chronic health issue, and 40% of school-age kids do as well. It does not have to be this way. Throughout my career, I've studied the key factors that impact people's health, and I've narrowed it down to 3 basic foundations. These are the key leverage points where your body's ability to self-heal and self-repair gets blocked. You were made for health. Your body was made to self-heal and self-repair. If you can just identify and remove the roadblocks that are stalling your body's natural healing process and give it what's lacking, your body will do what it was made to do. It will self-heal and self-repair. But before I take a deep dive into this, I would like to share with you my toughest case ever, my daughter Anna. Anna was born April 6, 2006, at 31 weeks, weighing a mere 3 pounds 9 ounces. Anna had a tough road ahead. She had been drug exposed throughout her entire pregnancy. My wife Becky, an occupational therapist, was one of the first people to work with Anna in the foster system. And despite the grim prognosis, Becky saw a spark in Anna that no one else saw. Driven by our faith and values, we made the life-changing decision to adopt her. But the healthcare system had different plans for Anna. Her GI doctor wanted to place a feeding tube into her stomach, and because she was never supposed to walk or talk, the downstream effects of this procedure did not matter. We refused to accept that prognosis, and were not afraid to go against the grain. And because we didn't follow specialist recommendations, they reported us to Child Protective Services. But we stood our ground. We knew that we had to become the experts for our daughter, and that's exactly what we did. We tried hyperbaric oxygen therapy, specialized peptides ordered from Austria like cerebrolysin, task-specific neuromodulation, gene-based nutritional therapies, and a list of many other things. Though these were helpful, they were not the foundation to her healing journey. Throughout my career, I've studied these things. I've found 3 key things that are the foundation: gut health, stress, and sleep. Today, we're going to focus on just one of these, gut health. And we're going to take a deep dive into one aspect of gut health, and we're going to talk about food, real food. 80% of what Americans eat is processed, and 60% of what we eat is ultra-processed. We are eating fake food, it's making us sick, and most of us do not even know what real food is. Based on current research, up to 80% of chronic illnesses in our country can be directly attributed to eating processed food. So just one thing, eating real food, has the potential to eliminate up to 80% of chronic illnesses in our country. This is a huge number. Eating real food is the first step to getting your body to self-heal and self-repair. So I want to take just 2 aspects of real food and show you exactly what I'm talking about. First, let's talk about fats, real fats. All of our cell membranes in our body are made of different kinds of fat molecules, with cholesterol representing about 50% of these molecules. The unique thing about the organization of these molecules is that it results in a vibration in our cell walls. This vibration affects the function of every cell in your body and everything embedded in it. This includes receptors for hormones like thyroid, insulin, and cortisol. So fats affect your hormone function. What's plastic? Plastic is solidified oral. What are margarine and Crisco? Partially solidified orals. When you consume these get stuck in your cell walls, disrupt that cell wall vibration, function, and ultimately every hormone in your body. Hopefully by now most of you heard about how bad seed oils are for your health, like canola oil and sunflower oil. How about trans fats, vegetable oils, expeller-pressed oils? All these dysfunctional fats damage your cell wall membranes. Fried fats and rancid foods found in fast food make this whole process worse. So what I'm talking about with this right here is every fat in our industrialized food system. Anna was made for health. Her body had the ability to self-heal and self-repair. We use fats to help detoxify chemicals associated with crystal meth exposure for my daughter. Chemicals like ammonia, acetone, and paint thinners. We use specialized fats called plasmalogens found in egg yolk and caviar to improve brain function. We use balanced omega-3 and 6 oils to make mayonnaise for a lipid or fat exchange in her brain. Phospholipids found in organ meat to help improve nerve function. We even used high doses of phosphatidylcholine, which is like using soap to clean out all the toxins in your body. We literally used food as medicine, in this case in the form of fats. It's kind of like doing an oral change in your entire body, and it actually has a scientific name. That's called a lipid exchange. Next, let's talk about meat, real meat. Do you ever wonder where the protein in a cow or lamb come from? How about fat in butter or cheese? Or how about the minerals like magnesium, calcium, trace minerals like zinc, molybdenum, rare earth minerals like lithium and strontium found in bone broth? Where does all this stuff even come from? It all starts in the soil. Bacteria and fungi in the soil release acids like fulvic acid and humic acid, which break down all the minerals in the soil. Grass then incorporates about 94 different minerals, trace minerals, and rare earth minerals until it's substance, and then ruminators incorporate this into their body. And then this miraculous thing happens. Ruminators turn indigestible grass into fatty acids and amino acids. These eventually become meat and milk. This is real meat and real dairy. Fake meat is a different creature altogether. Industrialized cows are fed grain, corn, and soy, which only have about 64 of the previous mentioned minerals. So from the start, these animals have nutrient deficiencies that set them up for illness. And what do you think is made from fermenting grain? Alcohol is made in the cow's stomach. The downstream effects of which are fatty infiltration in all the organs in the animal. In the meat, we call this marbling. In humans, we call this fatty liver disease. These animals are sick and pre-diabetic. Their meat is a pale color, packed full of omega-6 fatty acids from all the grains they ate. Maybe, just maybe, this is the reason why eating red cow meat is associated with heart disease, but venison, bison, lamb are not. And I have not even mentioned the use of recombinant bovine growth hormone, or the fact that 75% of all antibiotics used in our country are used in animal agriculture. These are just two examples of what I mean by eating real food versus fake food. Now multiply it by every food in our industrialized food system, and it gets really complicated really quick. My question for everybody in this room today is this: are you doing anything to block your body's natural ability to self-heal and self-repair? Are you eating fake food? Any fake food? In order to get your body on the path to healing, you only need to do one thing. Replace one fake food in your diet every week with a real food. Start with fats. Based on current research, these are worse for your health. These fake fats are worse for your health than smoking. Remove canola oil, sunflower oil, seed oils, rancid fats, overcooked fats. Replace them with clean sources of fat like grass-fed sources for ghee, butter, tallow. Use extra virgin olive oil, the real kind, not the fake kind, avocado oil. Just this one intervention will have a bigger impact on your health than quitting smoking. Then repeat this every week. You will soon see that your body has this natural ability that it wants to do, which is self-heal and self-repair. So I know what most people are saying right now. Does this actually work? This is Anna getting ready to go to camp this past year. And this is a picture of her going to prom this past year. This was a kid who was never supposed to walk or talk, and she's killing it. She's beating all the odds. This is my daughter Abigail, born with cerebral palsy. She has no residual symptoms of that today. I'm sorry, get emotional here. This is my son Khalil. When he was 8, he got a crush injury in the elevator. He was supposed to die, 100% damage in the left face. He's smiling in that left, but he's frowning, but you can't see it. And the left, 3 months later, 100% healed. And I have many other patients that I've had similar results with. And you too can have the same results in your life by following these exact basic principles. Imagine it's 4 months from now, and you're feeling better than ever. A lot of the chronic illnesses you've been dealing with are gone. The aches and pains are gone. You wake up with a sense of joy, your presence for your family. All you did was starting to eat real food. Every week you changed one fake out for real. Do this, and your body will take care of the rest.
Awesome, thank you. Well, look at that, you get a standing ovation. Thank you.
Aaron, you just proved what can be done. You just saw a man who does not speak. This is way out of his comfort zone. And that's the first time I've seen that many people stand up for a 10-minute talk. Where's your wife? Did he do good? Are you crying? Well, you should. This was a great example of what you can do when you prepare. And you spent a lot of time working on this. And congratulations, it showed. From the very beginning, you knew this man knew what he was talking about. 100,000 patient encounters. Does that tell you something right away? This guy knows what he's talking about. And then he talked about the things that get us sick and those chronic statistics. Notice there was no personal story. The whole opening was about you. Sure, he told about Anna, but after he explained why that's so important. When you use a story, make sure you tell the point first. And that's what you did so well with Anna's situation. And you got through that pretty good until we got to the 3 kids, and then the emotions took over. And that's wonderful. My daughter Jenny, who's online, is a speaker, and she cries all the time. And this is a wonderful quote. Audiences love speakers who cry because it shows it's real. And this was such an emotional thing for you, and that establishes great credibility. So never apologize if you lose it in front of an audience. It shows how sincere you really are, and you were. And his ability to make those complicated things so clear. We're just going to talk about one of these 3 things. You didn't talk about sleep. You didn't talk about stress. We talked about food. Are you doing that? Keeping it simple so that people can do things. And he told you what to do. By a show of hands, how many are going to do something as a result of what you just heard? Look, I didn't even finish the question, and they're already raising their hands. That's how you know this was a great presentation, and that's what's going to make your presentations great. What will the audience do? Stop this oil, use that oil. Okay, stop that meat, use this meat. And that was so perfectly clear. And then, of course, the impacting ending on the 3 kids, and what a wonderful family this is to bring those 3 children into this environment. Let's give him one more great hand. Terrific.